Merry Christmas! This vlog that we're starting today is going to go up on Christmas Day, so I hope you all are having a very Merry Christmas, or whenever you end up watching this. You might end up watching this in July of 2025 or something crazy like that. But today is Christmas Day, so I hope everyone is having a great day. I'm trying to think of what we'll be doing on Christmas Day. So see, it's not Christmas for us. So we have Amelia's, our granddaughter's birthday is on the 23rd. So we'll be going over to their house on the 23rd, which is on Saturday. And then on the 24th, which is Sunday, everybody is coming to our house and they're going to open their gifts. So when you're watching this if you're watching this on Christmas Day on Monday, that means we're finished. That means we have already opened gifts. They've been distributed.
Yeah, we're done.
They've gone home with all the people.
Usually Christmas Day, we don't really do anything.
We usually don't do anything. Now, when my mom was alive, we would have Christmas Eve at our house, and we would have all kinds of food and stuff like that. And we would have the food at our house, and then we would go to their house on Christmas Day, and she would have like stuff for breakfast, like she would have coffee, but she would have jam cake and stuff like that was easy to eat like that. But I tell you why.
And we'd open presents.
Yeah, at their house on Christmas Day. You're probably wondering, why haven't you been making all your stuff that you used to make on Christmas Eve the past couple of years? And the reason is, just quite frankly, it's because of Andrew's work.
Yeah.
Andrew has worked the past couple of years. Well, we haven't even been, for a couple of years, we didn't even have Christmas opening presents with Andrew even near Christmas. We would do it like a week early.
A week early.
Yeah,
on a day off.
Yeah, we would do it on a week early on a day off, because his work schedule would be so that he would just not have time. It was like Christmas Day would be the only day that he would get off.
Yeah, and they want to spend that with their
the
kids.
family,
yeah.
And they don't want to have to get up and get dressed in the cold and get everybody out. And usually we give them way too much stuff, and then they have to get all that stuff home. And they have 3 kids, and then the kids, of course, like all children, want to open their toys. They want to open them. But normally what happens, at least for us, and this was the same way with Andrew and Ashley growing up, it takes the parents, it takes your whole day, because you're having to help open all that stuff. I remember Kevin would spend hours opening Polly Pockets.
I did that one year. And Men with Andrew.
Men with Andrew.
Batman and Turtles and everything else.
And then Barbies. Barbies went from being real easy to get out of the box, and then it seems like they made it more difficult to get them out of the box. And I don't know how they are now, because I haven't opened one in a while. But
now they would have like the stitches through their hair to hold their hair out, all that stuff. It was crazy.
Well, those Polly Pockets, you're talking about Polly Pockets, if you don't know, they're little bitty tiny like plastic pieces.
Yeah, they're kind of rubbery.
Yeah, so you have to make sure that there's a lot of plastic packaging, or there used to be when Ashley was growing up. And so you have to make sure that you get them all, you pop them all out of the packaging too. You don't want to accidentally throw anything away. So it was very time consuming. So Andrew, past couple of years, we've done it early with them, because he's wanted that true day of relaxation time on Christmas at home. And so I think last year they came over on Christmas Eve. Yeah, they did, because we had to help drive the stuff to his house.
That's right.
He filled up his vehicle, and we filled up our vehicle, and we drove it home to his home. And I'm thinking that was on Christmas Eve, I think. So this year we're doing the same thing. We're doing gifts on Christmas Eve, and we I think I said this a week or two ago in a vlog. We really cut back this year. So Christina, Ander's wife, has been wanting us to cut back for years. We cut back on everybody this year. So not only the kids, but we cut back on, I feel like we cut back on everybody. And so hopefully it'll be easier for them to manage. And you know what? We need to do that anyway. We need to do that anyway, though. But get this, I was on the phone with my sister, and we have, I've told you all, there's an app called Marco Polo. And it's awesome. I love it because basically I can message whoever you have on there.
It's like video text.
Yeah. And so I was showing her our stocking stuffers and how our stocking stuffers I don't use. And hopefully you all watch the video. The stocking videos will go up tomorrow. So today, you all are seeing the Christmas gift videos. So I posted, and those are requested videos. Let me just make that clear right now. A couple years ago, I posted videos of all the Christmas stuff that we bought, and I quit doing it during COVID. And I quit doing it during COVID because a lot of people had lost their jobs, and I felt bad. And so, even though it's your choice whether to click on the video or not, I clearly label those videos. So for me, if you don't like those kind of videos, then don't click on it. There's no reason to leave a bad comment if you've clicked on the video because you know what it is. But I did feel bad during COVID because a lot of people had lost their jobs. But now I've had it requested so many times. Are you going to show presents? Are you going to show stocking stuffers? Those are our favorite videos that I went back and I did it this year. So today you're getting the present videos right before this vlog. And then tomorrow you'll see the stocking stuffers. So I was showing my sister how we did the stocking stuffers. I went to Home Goods and I bought those great big $1 bags. And that's how we did stocking stuffers. But it's funny the way Jennifer and I are completely opposite on everything. Every single thing, we're just opposites. And my ears are popping.
We're going down to the river.
We're getting close to the Kentucky River, and my ears are really,
Yeah.
they're still...
You have to go downhill to the river, and then you have to go back uphill the other side.
Like they're, okay. Yeah, you have to swallow.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah.
Ears to pop.
So we're getting ready to cross the bridge.
It's open.
What's open?
Something waterfall. Something.
Waterfront grill or something?
Like that. That's a good looking burgers on that poster.
So I showed Jennifer that we put our stocking stuffers in these big bags, and she said, if you're back in Home Goods again, I need like 4 or 5 of them or whatever. I said, I doubt we'll be back in Home Goods again before Christmas. Because we've been in there twice now and haven't bought anything.
This car's gonna zip around it. Even though I'm going 60.
He's fine. Or she, whoever.
Whoever it was.
Let him go. I'd rather him go.
Yeah,
I mean, she's going like 70.
Yeah.
I would rather her go and Kevin go the speed limit because I'm nervous, a nervous passenger. But anyway, so I told Jennifer, I said, they sell those bags at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Home Goods. And she said, oh, we have a TJ Maxx right here in town, and I'll go there. Well, Kevin and I still haven't been in the TJ Maxx.
Not the local one.
They opened in Winchester. We haven't been in there. They
Or
opened,
Five Below.
Or Five Below. Yeah, they opened to Five Below. We haven't been in there. We always go to the next town over, to Hamburg. We go over there. And so, she showed me, she went in TJ Maxx and she bought her some bags. And Jennifer, she doesn't go overboard like we do on the stocking stuffers and Christmas presents and stuff like that. So, like, each child in the family is only getting one gift.
Yeah.
And you know what? I understand it. I totally understand it. they're getting one gift, and I mean it's one nice gift. It's something nice. She showed me everything, and like her daughters, they're getting, like, I know she's getting like boots, or like 2 pairs of boots for each of them or something. Like, they're getting a bunch of different things, but it's not like excessive like us. So all of everything they're getting, stocking stuffers and gifts, pretty much fit in those bags. And
so she didn't have to wrap anything.
no, and that's why I said Jennifer and I are complete opposites. One of my favorite things in the world is wrapping presents. I mean, like, I get a charge out of wrapping gifts because I'm psychotic, I guess.
A lot of people like wrapping stuff.
I love it.
I've never really enjoyed wrapping.
I love wrapping, and Kevin can wrap. He does a good job. He doesn't enjoy it though, so I'm the one that wraps the gifts. And yeah, I just take a lot of pleasure from that. And so that's I think that's interesting that Jennifer and I are just like, she's very practical when it comes to stuff like that, and her daughters are grown. They're grown women with their own children. But I don't know. I love just buying stuff. And I just get the biggest charge out of seeing Aner and Ashley and the grandkids open their stuff. And I know she enjoys it too, but she finds it a lot more stressful, I think, than I do. I don't find it stressful at all.
To buy or to wrap?
Either one.
Yeah. Because we're always in the store. Tammy's like, ooh, they like this, they like this. And I got to keep telling her, you've got enough. Don't buy anything else.
And stocking stuffers, you know, that's why I buy all year long. I buy stocking stuffers because I think it's sometimes difficult to buy stocking stuffers for certain people. Yeah. And so when you see something, then go on and get it, because chances are if you leave it and come back, it won't be there. And I've learned that lesson so many times that you better get it when you see it, and just, if you want it, go ahead, because it's probably not going to be there. And Christina, our daughter-in-law, has told me so many times. She said, I like the stocking stuffers more than I like the gifts. A lot of you all will probably consider it a lot of stocking stuffers.
It is a lot of stockings.
This year, I think it's less than what it has been in the past.
It's less. It's still a lot.
It still is a lot.
I mean, a lot of people consider stocking stuffers a couple apples and an orange and a can of beans or whatever. You know, it's just something like something small. That's not a major gift.
Right. And for me, it's like it's become this huge thing.
It's still gifts for us. It's just small gifts.
Yes.
All shoved in a bag.
Yes, it's smaller gifts. Well, you have to think, just like we bought all those Lego mystery minifigures for Gavin.
Yeah, you could have put them all in a box, or you could put them in a stocking.
You could put them in a stocking, but think about it, those are probably $5 a piece.
Oh yeah, they're not.
And cheap. I don't know how many we have how many we bought for him. At least 8.
Yeah.
Well, that's $40 right there.
Well,
if you only bought 8. That's $40 for just that, not counting anything else that I put in there. So if you added the stockings up, there is truly no telling how much I spent on those stockings. It's probably quite a bit of money in a bunch of little stuff. So I probably ought to start cutting back on that stuff too. But now we're getting on the interstate. I'm not a good passenger. I'm especially not a good passenger on the interstate. And so I'm hoping it won't be that busy today. We were going, we had to go to the post office this morning, and we were going back down Main Street, and when we were going down Main Street, there was a game shop, like a game shop that sells, I'd say they sell Magic the Gathering cards, Pokemon cards. What other cards are there?
I don't know. Yu-Gi-Oh? I don't know. I don't know what they sell nowadays.
Baseball cards?
Yeah,
I don't know if they would sell those or not.
Dungeons and Dragons stuff.
But it's a game shop, and so they probably, I would think, trade game. I was going to say Nintendo games. You could probably trade in your old game.
Maybe.
And
Some
I don't
of them
know.
don't do that. Some of them do.
I know that one in the mall. I love going in there. That CM Games. That is like the best shop. I would love to film in there. I could do like an hour-long video filming in there. I don't think I've ever have filmed in there because they always have like 4 or 5 employees, and I don't know. For some reason, I've just never felt like they would appreciate me filming in there, so I don't. But I could film a whole video because it's the neatest shop. They sell like plushies and lanyards, and they sell board games and figures, and I mean, there's just tons, and backpacks, and I mean, there's just tons of stuff. But anyway, Kevin said, I wonder how long that game shop will last
In the downtown.
In downtown in Winchester. And that's a good question. When Andrew was growing up, he was in middle school, wasn't he? They had a game shop downtown Winchester. It was on the other side of the street, and it was further up. And I don't remember the name of it. I would wonder if Andrew would remember the name of that shop. But he would go in there on like Sunday afternoons, and they would play. Did they play Magic the Gathering?
Yep.
What figures did he have?
And Hero Clicks.
Hero Clicks. That's it. But so.
I think he played Hero Clicks.
So Andrew used to own tons of Hero Clicks.
I had a bunch of them.
Okay.
He had a whole case full.
Right. Yes. I mean, nice.
Yep.
He had a castle.
He had
more than one. He had a bunch of great big dragons.
Bought by his grandfather.
Yeah, they bought him a lot. It's like me and Kevin buying stuff for our grandkids. That it's like if Gavin and Amelia and Evie would save some of the stuff and keep it in good shape, it would probably be worth something one of these days, because we buy them, I think, some cool stuff. Andrew bought some very cool stuff, and we bought him some nice stuff too. He probably had 50 Batman characters. Can you imagine if he had kept all those? He had probably 75 or more Ninja Turtles of the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He had some awesome stuff. But he would go in this game shop on Sunday afternoon, and they would play. They would play that Hero Clicks. And I really loved that because it gave him something to do on Sunday afternoon. And it was just a bunch of boys in there that were his age, and some of them were older. But to play these games, and it was a safe spot for him to go. And if you have ever been in the CM Games in Fayette Mall in Lexington,
they have other locations.
They have other locations. They have a place in the back for them to play games, and I just think that's awesome. And I wonder, there was a place called the Rusty Scabbard, and
that was in Lexington. That was a small place.
Do you think it still is open though?
I would think so.
I bet it still is open, and they played games back in there, in the Rusty Scabbard.
Anytime we went over there on a weekend, they would have people.
Yeah, there would be people playing games, and I love that. I would probably, if I owned that stuff, I would probably like to learn how to play it. Like if I already owned D&D, I think I could get into playing that. But at the age that I am now, I don't want to invest in all that, you know?
Well, Dungeons & Dragons, you don't have to invest in anything. You can play it on just a piece of paper. But somebody has to have some books and some rules.
I was going to say, somebody has to know something, because I know nothing.
Yeah.
Did you ever play that growing up?
No. I was too shy to do the acting out part. Now, you don't have to role play, but most people do.
Right. No, I think I could definitely. I would want to watch at first. I would want to watch a group of people play, and then I would probably try to participate. But I would definitely need to see it because I've never even seen it played.
Yeah.
You know, they've shown little snippets, 20-second snippets on The Big Bang Theory and stuff like that. But I've never actually. They probably have YouTube videos of people playing.
You can live
Do you think people? I was going to say, do you think there's Twitch channels of people playing that?
Yeah, I've seen a couple of them.
I wonder if I would.
It's boring to me just to sit and watch. But
oh, is it boring to watch?
Yeah, I mean, I get bored. You might not.
So if you're not actually playing it, then you think it's boring.
It's a lot of sitting around thinking about what you want to do, and then you roll the dice, and then you think about this, and what do you want to do, and how do you want to do this.
Yeah. See, I don't know if I'm that good at stuff. Like, it sounds like you have to have an imagination.
Oh, yeah, you're definitely imagining all this stuff.
Yeah, see,
you're playing an elf. You're walking through a dungeon, you know, and you're going to be, okay, I'm going to walk through this door. What do I do? You know, that kind of thing.
But then you have to imagine everything that you're seeing.
Yeah.
Like, if you see chains on the wall, why are those chains hanging on the wall?
I think about all that stuff.
So that's hard, because then everybody's building off that same story that you're creating. And there's books and everything. So what, if you didn't play that when you were growing up, did you play any board games at all?
Not those kind of games. Not those group games.
Okay, so your parents for Christmas never bought you board games?
So I played like Trouble and Sorry and stuff like that with the neighborhood kids.
Okay.
Just regular board games, but nothing like nothing geeked out games.
Okay, well that's what I'm asking. So they did.
I had friends that did, but I never played.
Okay, so we have a Monopoly game that's like from the 60s.
No.
Was that your parents' game, or was that
a game? My parents.
Okay, so they did not buy that Monopoly game for you.
No.
So like.
No, I think I had Trouble and a couple other ones that they bought for me specifically.
So do you?
Most of the time when I got older, it was music and electronic stuff and a bicycle or stuff like that.
So do you remember your parents owning any other games? See, my mom, they had Monopoly.
They weren't big game players though.
My mom had a game called Concentration. Yeah. She had like
cards.
It seems like she had a match game. Seems like she had a dating game.
Yeah, my mom and dad, they're not game players. They don't sit down and play games.
They don't. And my parents were big game players, especially cards and stuff like that.
My dad was a big TV watcher. And mom worked all the time.
So that probably had something to do with you not playing Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that.
Well, although I was a shy person, didn't interact well with social environments.
Although I can safely say I do not recall anybody that I personally knew playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I had friends that did it every week.
You did?
Yeah, I just never did it.
And they invited you probably.
They talked about it. I could have went if I wanted to.
And you didn't want to. So you could have been part of that.
Yeah.
I think it's so cool that our daughter-in-law, Christina, she takes Gavin. She takes Gavin once a week. They go there. It is right there. So you need to get off here.
Oh.
Yeah.
I saw the sign that said exit 83, and it's like, where is that?
There it is, right there.
Glad you saw that.
I think it's you can't miss that sign. So I think it's cool that she takes Gavin once a week to play D&D. I tell you what, too, and just speaking very bluntly, there's so many people that want to put a label, like an evil label, on everything, that I think some things are made evil that aren't evil at all. Like, I can remember, like, hearing D&D as a child, and in the church, like, oh, that's bad, that's evil.
Well, there's magic and, zombies and skeletons and stuff like that.
So then when Andrew was a kid, it was Pokemon cards. I'm not even kidding you.
And Harry Potter.
There were people in the church that thought Pokemon cards were evil and that Harry Potter was bad. And, I had a friend that was a teacher, and she said that every year she would read Harry Potter to her students, and then all of a sudden she changed her mind about Harry Potter and decided for herself that she thought it was evil all of a sudden, and that she not only was not going to read it to the, well, she left the school and she homeschooled, but she decided that she wasn't even going to have it in her home. So, and I mean, that's up to you, but I think it's interesting that some people think D&D is evil when it's just a bunch of guys or girls, or guys and girls, sitting around a table playing a game.
Yeah.
You know, that's all
Pretending
it is.
to be magicians or thieves or whatever.
Yeah, just like in Monopoly, you're pretending to be this dog walking around the board and getting money and getting paid, going to jail. It's just interesting how people think about different things. So I have a question, and I have not asked Kevin this question yet, so I want to hear, I'm interested to hear his answer. If you go to your family for the holidays, do you consider that a vacation?
No.
I don't either.
If you spent like multiple, like they were in a different town,
Yeah.
like you were going.
Oh, no, that's what I'm talking about.
Like, let's say they lived in.
If they lived in Florida. If you go to visit family in Florida for
yeah, maybe, because I probably wouldn't stay with them. I would probably stay in a hotel and then go visit them like for Christmas, but I wouldn't like stay in the house.
Do you still would consider that a vacation because you're not doing anything you want to do?
Maybe once you got down there, you might.
No, I'm telling you, you're not. That's part. You're not sightseeing and stuff.
No,
you're there for Christmas.
Go to the pool or whatever.
Yeah, see, I don't. That's not how most people spend Christmas, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Usually, when you go to family's house for Christmas, it's like Christmas vacation. You're going to their house, and you're staying there, and you're not doing anything outside of the home, really.
Yeah, if I'm not going anywhere extra, then no, it's not a vacation.
No, yeah.
But if I were able to go to the swimming pool
so just because you're going away for, let's say, a week, doesn't mean it's vacation.
Right.
There are some things about Christmas vacation that never have made sense to Kevin and I. Like, for example, the families come over, all these, like the mom and dad on both sides. So they're sitting there watching like the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Well, that's only on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And they're
like a month before Christmas.
Yeah, it's a whole month.
So are they there a month?
Exactly. And then another thing they do is like, okay, so everybody's already shown up at the house and they've spent the night and stuff, and then they go out Christmas shopping. Well, shouldn't you? I mean, family shouldn't be coming until it's almost time to open those gifts. They seem to have gotten there way too early, in my opinion.
Like literally a month.
Yes, they got there way, way too early.
Well, they didn't eat 2 dinners, did they?
And that's the thing,
they
is
only
you
ate
only
one.
See them eat one Christmas dinner.
But that was the same day as the Macy's parade.
Was it?
Yeah.
Come on, buddy, it's green. We'll get through at some point.
Yeah,
No, it's not. No, it's not, because Cousin Eddie was there during that dinner. The dog's there. So
Yeah.
you're talking about that's after they've put up the
Cousin
lights.
Eddie shows up during the Thanksgiving Day parade. Ding dong.
No, that's all the other relatives. And can you rub my bunion? I'll give you a quarter. No.
Oh, that's right. When he lights the lights up is when Cousin Eddie's
Yes,
there.
then it's
That's
like,
right. You didn't have to do this for me, Clark.
Yeah. Yeah. Ain't she a beaut? So, yeah, it's just that there's some things about that movie that definitely don't make any sense. But if I had family in another state, and if like I do have dad moved to South Carolina, if we went down and spent Christmas with him, I don't consider that a vacation.
No, not really.
No.
You're getting away, but it's really not.
You're getting away, but it's not a vacation, I don't think, because you're not doing what you chose to do. A vacation, I think, should be your choice. If you're spending money on something, then it should be your choice. Christmas usually isn't a choice. Christmas is this is what we are going to do, or this is what we have to do, and that you're obligated to do this thing, don't you think?
Yeah, that's true.
For our granddaughter Amelia's birthday, her birthday is on December 23rd. And I told you all that I would show you what we are getting her for her birthday this year. And I said I wouldn't do a dedicated video to it, but I would show it during a vlog. So this is that part where I'm going to show you what we got for her birthday. So this is a whole theme. We have never bought her these mini brands of anything. So all of her birthday gifts are centered around these mini brands. Now, we bought 3 of these because these were so unique looking. These are called Micro Toy Box. Amelia will be 8 years old, by the way. She'll be 8 years old this year. So this is called Micro Toy Box. There's 50 to collect. And you can see in the top, the first one that you get is a Candyland game. It slides around, that's why. But it's a Candyland game miniature. But you can get... like I said, there's 50. They have a Rubik's Cube, Uno. They have, like, it looks like Hot Wheels cars. They have a Monopoly game, Transformers. There's all kinds of stuff. Let's see if there's different pictures here. Yeah, so, and in the Candyland, this is what we have right here. And then they have the little retro games, the little telephone, and stuff like that. So we bought her 3 of these. Like I said, you could see the one on top, but you don't know the other 4 on the inside. So we bought her the one where we saw Candyland, but then we bought her another one where we could see a My Little Pony. This is a pink My Little Pony because she likes My Little Pony. But then we also bought her a one with a yellow, it looks like yellow and orange My Little Pony in there. So we know that she'll get those and really enjoy those, and then there's no telling what else she'll get in there. So those 3 were the only toy box brand that we got. And then we bought her one of these. So this is the Zuru, I'm assuming I'm saying that right, brand. This is the big brand as far as what I can tell. These are Mega Gross Minis, and we only bought one of these because I didn't know how she would feel about that. But it says over 36 to collect, and it's supposed to be gross. It's the grossest toys ever. So I'm assuming you're going to get boogers and slime and earwax and stuff like that. So that's why we only bought her one of those. Because I'm thinking, you know what, if she doesn't like that, then maybe one of the other 2 grandkids will like them. So that's why we only got one of those. And then we bought her 2 of these. So Kevin found these because I tell you, there's so many of these balls in the toy department that it's like they all start looking the same. But this is the Zuru brand again, and these are Newborn Unicorn Squad is what this is called. Series 2, and it says Magic Color Change Diapers. So we're assuming that she's going to get a little unicorn pet, and then probably, I guess, 5 accessories. I'm not certain. I'll try. I'm gonna try to see if I can get on camera what she actually gets in these, but I don't know if she'll open them all on her birthday. So I don't know. I might never get to see what she gets in these. Then this is the Disney Store Edition mini brands. It says 60 plus minis to collect. You get 5 surprises in here though. And it does have Disney, Pixar, Marvel, and Star Wars. So, you know, that's up in the air what you get. But we bought 2 of those, and those are both Series 2. And then we bought 2 of these. These are toy mini brands. And you can see this one has like a picture of a Hello Kitty on it. This says Unbox Ultra Rare Frozen Moment Minis. So I don't know what that means, but we bought her 2 of those. This is Series 3. And the series didn't matter to us because we've never bought them before. So it's like, you know, it didn't matter to us. Clearly we missed all Series 1s. And then we bought 1 of these. This is Series 2. Foodie mini brands. And you can see this one has a Pizza Hut box. And then I had to move my camera a little bit because we bought her this. We went in Target, and we were in Target. We bought that one, all those in Target, all these little balls in Target. Well, no, that's a lie. We bought the toy box ones. We bought the toy box ones in Meijer, the 3 of those. We bought the unicorn ones in Meijer as well. But the rest of those balls were bought in Target, and then these were bought in Target. This says only at Target, and I'm assuming it just means because it's in a 4-pack. It's the same thing, but just in a 4-pack. I doubt they have Target exclusive brands in there, I mean, that are exclusive, only sold at Target. But one of these has a picture of Tabasco on it, or actually they all have a picture of Tabasco. Oh, look at this. This is a good thing to look at so you can see what's in here. Okay, so you get, there we go, the Pepperidge Farm cookies, you have Post-it, Jelly Belly, Sunblock, SpaghettiOs. There's some SpaghettiOs over there. I'm just trying to show, like, if you've never seen these before, what kind of things you get. Bean Boozled, Pepperidge Farm Milanos, Kettle Brand chips, Prego, but there's all kinds of these. So, Campbell's Skillet, Banana Boat Kids, Cape Cod chips, the ramen balls, and then at the top here there's some kind of a heart. There's Pop Secret popcorn, Tabasco, V8. There's a Pepperidge Farm German chocolate cake, and there's some Campbell soup. You could tell they've I guess they've partnered with certain brands for these. And then we realized, so we bought these, and so we bought the balls in Target and these first in Target. Then we went to Meijer and we bought the unicorn, and we bought the toy box ones in Meijer. And we realized when we were at Meijer, Kevin saw one of these advent calendars, and he realized when we did a price check that we can get more mini brands if we buy the advent calendars than we can if we buy these balls, because the advent calendars, I'm thinking they were like $20 a piece, I think. And these balls, I don't remember how much they are. I think they're like, I don't know, $8 or $10 a piece or something. But you only get 5 pieces in these. You get 24 mini brands for $20. So if you can afford it, it's best to go ahead and get the advent calendar. So we got her this advent calendar. And, of course, it has the same pictures as we've seen on some of the other ones. But what will be cool is, because it's for her birthday, she can open them all up at one time. So we got her that advent calendar. And then we got her the Disney Mini Brands Advent Calendar. So you can see some of those toys better here. But it shows pictures of lots of different characters. They're showing you like boxes you get, but then they're covering it up with the numbers. So you can kind of, you know, if you're a kid, you know who these characters are, but they're not like showing you outright, I guess, in case you don't get them. So we got her that one. Once again, comes for 24. And then lastly, we got her this one. This is a toy mini brands. And I thought this was cool. I would love it if she got this one, the FAO Schwartz Gold Bear. But it has like mini kinetic sand, Hello Kitty we saw before, Play-Doh down there at the bottom. But once again, they're showing you, but they're not showing you. So I don't know if anybody else thought about it that way, but that is just the truth. That if you buy those, if you can go ahead and invest the $20, it's going to be cheaper than you getting all these. But we had already bought a lot of these, so it was like, well, this is just the birthday theme, but I think she'll absolutely love everything. So now we are going out to look at some Christmas lights around Winchester. I'm sure the surrounding counties have beautiful Christmas lights. but we don't know where to go. And you don't want to be driving around for hours. We have actually done that before. We have driven around for hours and hours, and it's like sometimes you'll hit one house on a whole street, and so it's really not worth it. Now, I have seen on Facebook where, like for our town, for Winchester, they have where people can sign up, and like if you want to be on this list to let people know, hey, my house is decorated, come by my house and look. You can put your house on that list, but like the first few that I showed you in this video, I did not see those listed at all. They could have put their houses on after, but I didn't see them on that list. So not everybody puts their house on a list. And so I just kind of go by in honestly the same areas just about every year. There were many neighborhoods though this year that we didn't even go in. We didn't even give it a shot. I thought this was so cool. This was just so pretty how they did. And I love colored lights anyway. So I prefer colored lights over white lights. And I also prefer the old style lights where they're kind of yellow, dim looking over like those LED, really, really bright lights. Everybody has their own preference and I get it. And at the end of the day, they're all pretty, but I just prefer the old school lights. I thought this was cute because the Santa Claus, I don't think I got it all on camera, but he starts sinking back down into the chimney. I just thought it was funny. He's like melting back down. And then this house, if you follow me on Instagram, I posted a picture. They have a leg lamp in the window from A Christmas Story. If you've ever seen the movie A Christmas Story, this is a major award. And so I thought that was cool that they had that in the window. And they've made Christmas ornaments and everything out of that leg lamp. But we liked how they had some Star Wars characters in here and the Nutcracker and all that. They had just a lot of everything going on in this yard. And this was very pretty. These are bright lights, but it looked neat. And I like these things on each side of the garage door. I always like these really tall, like topiary type things. And it looks like they made them out of just big balls, like pool balls. I've noticed those on some people's houses this year, that they look like they used balls that you would put in a swimming pool or something, and they're trying to make them look like, these are those really bright lights I was talking about. They're trying to make them look like ornaments, but really it just looks like giant pool balls to me. But yeah, these are really bright lights. And then here's some more. That snowman's like glowing, but it looks really good in the dark. And then I love this. It's like the more the better. And see the difference between the bright lights and then those around the porch. There's a big difference in the old school lights and the new ones. And I just like the old school lights. And then I thought this was a good idea. This is these soldiers, these little nutcrackers. I think those are really, really cute. And then these people have a back deck, so they put a tree on the back deck. A very simple but effective Christmas decoration out there. And Kevin and I, of course, we were in the car and we had the Christmas music playing in the car. And so that it was a lot of fun. This house puts these trees up on the side of their house. And this is another one with red lights, green lights. I like this one too. They had a lot of, they had inflatables, but then they had plenty of lights as well. You can tell the difference too on bushes when they use like the net lighting versus when they wrap the lights themselves on the bushes. I think it looks better when you do it yourself rather than buying those net lights, because you can just tell. You can tell that, oh, I've just gone out there and draped this net of lights over the bushes. And I would rather just have it random than something so uniform. I always like it when people go to the extra trouble of getting the top of the house because that takes a lot of effort to do that. And even though this house did just a straight line across, I think that it looks really nice. I told Kevin, I said, zoom in on the front porch. This was on his side of the car, so he was filming this for me. We were kind of passing the camera back and forth, and he would pull over, and then I would film what I wanted to film. You'll have to let us know, though, in the comments if you get a lot of people decorating in your area. It's just random. It's totally random around us. This house, for years and years and years, they have always done a great job. I have filmed in the past Christmas lights around our town, and this house, I believe, has been in there every time I filmed because they always do a good job. And I believe they did use net lighting, but it doesn't matter at all. I love this idea of the candy canes because at night they can see exactly where their driveway is. I told Kevin, they probably wish they had those out all the time so that they could see, oh, here's the driveway. I just need to pull up in here. This is very classy looking. I like this. And then these people have a snowman out front. It's kind of hard to see the snowman in the dark, but there on the right, there is a snowman. And then now I told Kevin, I said, let's just drive down Main Street and look at the lights, see how it looks. They have each light pole decorated with a garland and a red bow and the white lights. And it's very, very pretty. And then at the courthouse, you'll see draped across Main Street, you see the lights. I love seeing like in the UK, they do like the banners, the bunting from one side of the street to the other. I love that too. It's really nice. It's something that you don't see a lot here, I don't think. Now, there were a lot of store windows that had Christmas. They were decorated for Christmas, but we were filming this on a very cold night. And so I told Kevin, I said, without getting out of the car and literally walking from store to store, there was no way I was going to be able to get the store windows. But just know that they do have plenty that are decorated. And then we went down like near the post office, and then we turned around and we came back up the other side of Main Street. And I just wanted to show you another look of those lights. There's the Christmas tree on the right. They always have a parade the first Saturday of December, and they light the Christmas tree. And then this is Mason on Main, and he always does a really, really nice job decorating his shop. One more look at that. And then I just wanted to get the little tree up in the window here. I like that. This was a different idea. This was one of those I told you. This looks like a pool ball, but it's supposed to be like an ornament. And I thought it was unique. This house is nice too. They decorate for all the holidays. Valentine's Day, Easter, 4th of July. They decorate for all of them. And then we're going to get one more look at that greenhouse. Red and greenhouse. And then at the beginning of the video, I told you that like my favorite thing in the world is wrapping gifts. So this is me wrapping gifts. I filmed me wrapping gifts. So if you're interested in seeing what we got for everybody this year, the videos, like I said at the beginning, the videos will be before this, the adult gifts and kids gifts. And then tomorrow, The videos will be posted of the stocking stuffers. And what I do at the very beginning, the first box you saw me wrap, was I do one child at a time. So this is all one child's gifts. So what I do first is I put all the clothes in the first box, and I will actually mark that box open first because let's face it, the clothes are usually boring. For most children, the clothes are the most boring part. So I always put something on there, open me first. That way they're not like, they don't open everything and then like the very last gift just happens to be the clothes. And they're like, oh, it's not a toy, it's just clothes. So I always have them open that first. And that way they get the boring stuff out of the way and then they can end on something fun. And if I do have like a bigger gift for them, I make sure that I mark on there open last. And so then they can get their really, really special gift last. You might have noticed too in the very beginning, I just put the clothes in a box. I did not put tissue paper or anything in there like that, just because if I was wrapping these for somebody, like if my mom was still around and I was still trying to wrap a gift for my mom, I would definitely put tissue paper in the box. Like right here, you saw, I did not put any tissue paper in that box. So it's just that these are for the kids and they don't care if there's tissue paper in there or not. So it's like, well, why waste it? Why waste the tissue paper? And I'm just going to have to deal with it later. The first set of gifts I was wrapping were all Amelia's gifts, and these are all Evie's gifts. So it ended up being really, really cool this year because we bought these rolls of Barbie wrapping paper at Home Goods, and I bought 2 different shades of pink. Evie's favorite color is pink, so I gave her all the hot pink paper. And then I gave Amelia the first set you saw, the light pink paper, but it ended up to where, because we didn't go overboard with gifts this year, I had enough paper for each child. So like Evie's is all hot pink, Amelia's is all light pink, and then Gavin's is all like this dark Santa Claus paper where he's in like a spaceship. Yeah, here, these are Gavin's. And so once again, wrapping up the clothes first. And I looked for, that is a Minecraft refrigerator for him to put in his room. You know, I looked online for that and I didn't even see it. I couldn't even find it. So I hope it works okay, because that was an impulse buy. We didn't even know those were out. We were in Target and we saw it in this glass case. And I told Gavin, I said, we have to buy that for Gavin. And I think he'll be thrilled with it. I hope everything's okay with it. Because I don't think there would be any way for us to replace it. Like I said, though, this is like my favorite thing is wrapping presents. And even though I enjoy doing it, I'm not going to go to like tissue paper or like that kind of extra trouble just for us, because nobody cares. But like if I were wrapping, if I had like a job, of course I could make it look really fancy. I think I could actually have a job like that where I was like, it was my job to wrap all day. And I know in certain department stores, they will do that for you. Like you buy the gifts and they'll wrap them for you. They used to too a lot of times, and they might still offer this at the mall, where you can go to certain stores and if you buy like a blouse or something like that, a sweater, whatever, they'll ask you, do you want a box? And so like at one time we had all kinds of Dillard's boxes and McAlpin's boxes and doll hairs and places like that. We had all kinds of those boxes. Of course, they're long gone now. But I don't even know if stores ask you that. Even like the Gap, when Ashley was little, the Gap would even ask you, do you want a box? And I don't think it costs anymore. Kevin had to come in and help me with this one because it was heavy. And so he had to help me lift up the box, put it over on the paper, and then I could wrap it. And he probably, I don't remember, he may have ended up coming back and help me carry it in the other room. It's not easy to wrap a comforter. Usually I have to use extra paper to wrap. Yeah, I'm having to get a little bit more paper to get the ends. And then these are all Andrew's. These are all of Andrew's gifts. So Andrew got some green paper. And like I said, we didn't buy as much, so I have plenty of paper left over for next year. And I didn't have any trouble with boxes. I had plenty of boxes. I made sure that I kept boxes throughout the year. So a lot of these boxes that you have been seeing are boxes that either you all have sent me in the mail, or that we've gotten from companies or whatever. They really do come in handy. So we're fortunate that we have a place to keep them. I know a lot of people don't have the extra space. I think if I didn't have the extra space, I would just flatten them out and put them under the bed or somewhere, because you always need some boxes. These are Ashley's gifts. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed seeing me wrap up a little bit. You'll have to let me know in the comments. Do you enjoy wrapping, or do you think it's a pain? Do you put everything in a bag? Do you even wrap them? Some people I know just buy them from the store and like, Merry Christmas, here's your Walmart bag with the present in it, because I didn't have time to wrap it. And that's life. You don't have enough time for everything. It gets very, very hectic. So I'm going to show you all the Christmas cards we've received up till now. So I'm very, very sorry if your Christmas card did not arrive to us in time for me to put it in this video. But just know we appreciate it and we'll get it. But I have to end the vlog at some point so that I can get it up in time, especially this week, so that I'll be able to get it up to you on Christmas Day. So I showed this particular card. This was the only one I think I've shown during the vlogs, because it's so cool. This is from Malcolm and Wells, and when you open it up, music plays, and then you have to blow on the fireplace to get the music to go out, and then to see Santa. So I'm gonna blow on it.
Ho, 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 Merry Christmas!
And then at the top you see Santa and it says Merry Christmas. So I did show that one during a vlog because I wanted you all to be able to see it with the lights off and all that. But that is a very unique card. And then this is from Bryn and her family, and they live in Missouri, and she sends us a card every year, and I always love to see her family. And Bryn comments every day, so I'm sure many of you all will recognize the name Bryn. And then this next one is from Martin and Esther, and their little dog is named Vicious, which I think is hilarious. Vicious the Chihuahua. I think Vicious is the perfect name for a Chihuahua. And then this is from Barbara in Oklahoma. And this one is from Becky in Oklahoma. So it's funny, we have two Oklahomas right together. And this is from Adrian, and Adrian lives in North Carolina, and I want to say a very special thank you to Adrian. She sent us a $25 Visa gift card, and that really, really comes in handy because we, of course, we do these reviews, and we spend our own money on them. And so I greatly appreciate Adrian, just like Bryn. Adrian watches every day, and Adrian comments. I think Bryn and Adrian comment, it seems like they must get up at the same time of the day, because they both comment about the same time every single morning. But we really appreciate that $25 Visa gift card. And then this card is from Barbara in Florida. And I love the colors in that. That's really pretty. This one is from Corinne in New Jersey. And she comments every single day as well, which we greatly appreciate. But I thought this card was so cute. And then this one, I love the vintage look of this. This is from Shelby in California. And I like the whole vintage vibe of that. Have a holly jolly Christmas, which I love that song anyway. This is from Sharon in Illinois. And I love the little gnome. Can't even see his eyes. He's out in the cold. Love the long hair. Very cute. I could just see a little character walking up to you like that without any eyes. This one is from Leah in California. And it says stocking stuffers, but these are like stocking stuffers for the cats. So, yeah. It looks like there's little frogs and all kinds of things for the cats. I guess they get different stocking stuffers than we would get. And then the last one I have here is from Pam and Steve, and it is a Mickey Mouse card, and I really like this one too. Kevin and I are fans. We're Disney fans, and we've gone to Walt Disney World several times, and so we really enjoy that. And it has the glitter is raised on there, so that's really nice. So I hope you enjoyed getting to see the Christmas cards. There will be more in next week's vlog. It'll be after Christmas, of course, but there will be more in next week's vlog as far as like the food and cooking and other Christmas stuff. So we're not finished with the Christmas stuff yet. We're definitely not finished with Christmas stuff. It's just that this vlog is an hour long, and so I didn't want it to go any longer because for some people they're too long, for some people they're not long enough, and so an hour is like a safe time, I think, to go. But I hope everyone has a very Merry Christmas, and just if you're wondering about like the food and stuff like that, that will be in next week's vlog.